So I kind of want to show like what brought me to make To Who, because it's such an interesting little project. What you're looking at is the first asset I ever made for To Who, the house. This was the first asset I made before I made anything else. What I was thinking was like I wanted to make a show or a web series, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Fever Dream. I wanted to make a little show that's akin to like Revenge of the Sunfish. I don't know why I was thinking about it. I've been thinking about it for like a week now, for like a week. I was like, I want to make a show where just like anything goes. I just want to make shit. But like I never got myself to it until I just got like on Friday. Let's see. Yeah, on the 22nd, I just got like a kick. I randomly remembered Revenge of the Sunfish, and I looked a little bit into it. I even replayed the game, and I was like, you know what? I feel like I can make it because it's just random bullshit. That's all the game really is. Like, I don't even have to try. So, and I was looking into it and it's like, oh, every sprite was made with MS Paint. So I kind of did an upgrade and used Paint 3D, which we're actually going to look at stuff made with Paint 3D. But yeah, I used Paint 3D and I made the house. And then right after that, I made the broken house because I already knew what I wanted it to be like. I already knew what I wanted it. What I wanted the first episode to be. It's TV gets broken, TV gets thrown out. They have to get a new TV. Go get a new TV. Talk to. I think the first character I legitimately thought of was Mr. Noise or Mr. White, whoever you want to call him, which was literally just like me eating, but with static over the face. And I was like, yeah, you know what? That's a good character. I'm going to make that a character. Mr. White or Mr. Noise or whatever you want to call him. So, like, I thought of that character. And, you know, none of the other characters were thought of. Like, who was the main character? What were the main characters going to look like, you know? I didn't think about none of that. So this was like one of the first assets I ever made. And then I'm trying to remember. And then I made the TV model. And I was working on this frame. The TV frame. This was one of the first ones that I worked on. Was the TV frame. I also worked on the couch. Did I make that before or after? Okay, that was after. But yeah, the TV frame was definitely like a high priority. And this TV is actually a 3D model. I have the model. I have the animation of it getting thrown. And I don't know why. I was watching, I think this was another inspiration. I was watching AVGN. I was watching the Atari 5200 episode. And what he does is he turns the camera, he points to the TV in the back and says, an old piece of shit like that. And he just smiles to the camera. I thought it was so sweet. And I was like, I'm adding that. That's getting fucking added. So I added this. That's why AVGN's there. That's why. That's why. Because of that. I have no normal image. I do not have a single normal image of the TV. So that's why in the first episode, TV, in the first episode, you see Nerdgasm in the back. That's the canonical name. It's hard to hear the dialogue. There is actual dialogue, but it gets so fucked up that you can't hear it. And that's actually the entire point. I made this show specifically to be the most unwatchable shit imaginable. That was my main goal. It was just for me to make real quick and just be unfucking watchable. You want to see good content out of me? You go to Late Night with Silas. You go to My World Manga 2. You go to those. This was primarily made just to be dog shit. That's what I was aiming for. Unwatchable dog shit. But there is still a story if you pay attention hard enough and try to ignore everything, you know? Try to ignore the noises and try to decode what the fuck FDA is talking about. But yeah. Like, I have no normal image of this TV. That's why anytime the TV needs to be held, it's the entire fucking background. And of course you have this. And I thought that was really funny. Just to have a dead body in the corner. So I sent it to my cousin. This is where all the early stuff for To Who is. Yeah, this was the first thing. This fucking frame is so funny to me. I don't know if it's the AVGN or the fucking U in the corner. And he says, imagine... I forgot about this. Imagine, did AVGN end my life? Is that how... Is that... Fuck, this is hard to read. I read it perfectly when I first saw it. I forgot about this. Imagine, did AVGN end my life and is now happy about it? And this is what I said. I like to believe that AVGN is just a cardboard cutout that's constantly sitting in front of the TV, and you in the corner is just like some random dead body that the main character just picked up and put in their own house for some fucking reason. I think how you died was you didn't please the worm. This is the worm, by the way. Yeah, I also made a different background. Town. Which, actually, with Town and also Neighborhood, I have the original Paint 3D project file too. So I can kind of show how I make the backgrounds in Project 3D. Of course, not all of them are Project 3D. Some of these are MS Paint. But Paint 3D is my main, because it's like Paint. Okay, my fucking search function's being useless again. Of course it is. I need to put it there. But yeah, Paint 3D is my main program on how I make some of these things. Fuck me. God damn it, this useless fucking piece of shit. Recent items. Are you in there? I think I crashed it. Damn. I love OpenShell. I love how it doesn't fucking work. God damn it. Jesus Christ. My computer's awesome. Give me a second. I need to open up Paint 3D. Okay, I pinned Paint 3D because it wasn't open before. It wasn't there before. I don't know why. I've opened it so many different times. But yeah, Paint 3D, again, is how I make most of the drawings. That's how I actually get... Yeah, that's how I got that texture. That's how I got that texture. That's the crayon tool. It's sad that it's discontinued, but it's a really useful tool. And I can show you how I made the neighborhood. This is... Paint 3D sucks, by the way, just so you're aware. It is slow. It barely functions. It barely works. If you're not... here's one really cool thing about Paint 3D. If you do that, and then you you resize it, move it, and copy it, if you don't unselect it when you try to paste, yeah, that's the most obnoxious thing about it. Anyway, here's the town. I've had to deal with that a lot. But yeah. It has to load this project because there's a bunch of stuff. And I mean a bunch of stuff. God damn. While that's loading, we can continue these. But yeah, I made the neighborhood, which was like one of the first few things that I made for it. Here we go. Yeah, and what you're going to notice is that it's actually all 3D. The reason being is when you drag an image, it resizes. I think this is actually a bad example. Yeah, it is. When you drag on an image that is big enough, I need an image that is big enough. Yeah, that's actually big enough. It changes the size of the canvas. And the only way to fix it is to make it 3D. Yeah. And then you have to, like, move it to, like, which layer and everything. It's obnoxious. You have to do that. But yeah, so everything is 3D. But yeah, this is the neighborhood part. The ground is breadsticks. Oh, quite a handful of assets is the sprites from the Pizza Hut app for Xbox 360. I'm not joking. This is where most of the assets are from. Specifically for the neighborhood and the breadsticks here is from this. This is the exact image that I used. Yeah, it's because it has a magic select tool that you can do to crop out stuff. And I use that a whole bunch. But yeah, this was one of the first assets that I made. This is... Almost everything here is like a reference. So like the crab, that's a reference to the ship loader. Visual 6, the store that will kill you. It's a creepypasta reference to that stupid fucking... that stupid fucking app that I have. Yeah, and I chose Ozark High School because it was like one of the few buildings that I had a picture of. And then you can see Nerdgasm down here. He's unused because my original plan with Nerdgasm was like he'd appear behind the breadsticks and be like, where would you like to die? Or something, you know? But I was like, no, I don't want to deal with that because that's 3 separate green screens I'd have to deal with. So I just made him a fucking PNG. And then, of course, the mouth moves on him. That's why there's actually 3 different versions of this fucking background. Yeah, 3. You have the normal town, which is, you know, normal. And then you have Worm talking, so his mouth is open. And then you have mouth only, where I green screen the background and have the mouth move. Yeah. Yeah, and that's the worm, by the way. It's just a random image I had of PlaneRock124's head that I thought was really, really funny. And then a bunch of fish and other stuff. It's not too interesting. It's not as interesting. Oh, wait. Do not get me out. Take me to neighborhood. Take me to neighborhood. But yeah, it's not too interesting. And then, of course, you know, he lives in his worm cave. He has a sidekick by the name of Nerdgasm. Now, why did I choose the name Nerdgasm for him? Because that's what that fucker's name is. He's from the channel Barnacules Nerdgasm. That is the real name of that channel. Barnacules Nerdgasm. I think he was a former Microsoft employee. I loved his content, but he had this image show up in one video, and I thought it was so funny that I saved it. This was a long time ago. I actually don't know how old that image is. It might have the date on the... While it's in the characters, it might have the date. No, 2026. I think because it's a copy and paste from my actual pictures. 2025. Okay, I would actually need to go on my USB stick to find it. But yeah, like, it's an old image. I've had it for a long time. I actually need to go to my USB stick so I can find it real fast. 2020. I've had this image since 2020. That's the original down there. I think it was his profile picture. That's why it's so itty bitty, and then I cropped it out manually using the select tool. But yeah, it's an old image I've had for a long time. And I was like, that image is funny. I'm going to put it on my computer because I barely remember that fucker's name. When I found it, I was like, oh, I need to play Quick Splat Barnacles on an Android emulator. But yeah, he was one of the first. Same thing with the worm. So Mr. Noise was the definitive first. I never had any assets for him until I made episode 1. And the only 2 assets is the MP4, which is just me eating, but with a static effect, and the noise that I made. That's it. And then I think the next character I made was Foyd, which I didn't really have a name for him. It's just I don't know why I chose Foyd. I think his name was like Floor or something. I don't remember. But yeah, he was one of the first models that I made, and I might actually have his original 3D model. I do. This is his original 3D model. Oh yeah, the neighborhood. I don't want to reopen this. I made this specifically for the walking episode because you needed a neighborhood. So that's where the house is. That is the Super Mario Logan house, because I thought it was really funny. Sierra Mist. The fucking pizza. My old principal, because I thought he was really funny. This is an actual 3D model of a fish. I took that from the 3D library. I thought it was really funny. It's a lamp fish. They're shoddy like a melody, and then whatever the fuck's going on over here. And then the ground is just more Pizza Hut stuff. But yeah. Yeah, there isn't much to say about the backgrounds, but yeah, this is the original Foyd 3D model. Yeah, I made it in Paint 3D, and then I did tweaks to it in Blender. You're also going to notice that his pants are a lighter color. That's because green screening in Vegas Pro darkens blue for some reason. But yeah, this is the original 3D model, and you're going to notice something. His shirt is really wide. I didn't like that. I didn't like how I couldn't change that. But in Blender, I could. And I was going to shorten his legs, but I thought, what if he just had a giant ass? And I thought it was really funny. Yeah. Also, rigging him was annoying as fuck, too. But yeah, and I also added a mouth since, you know, I wanted him to have a mouth. So, like, he could have, like, a talking animation. And then, you know, after that, I saved the actual 3D model here. So, the OBJ, that was by accident. DAE, that's the rigged animation. And a .blend file, which I'm not going to open because Blender is really resource heavy. That .blend is literally just Foyd in front of a green screen. So I can animate him, you know, walking and doing all that other stuff. And I have like 3 main things. I'm never going to open up that Blender file again, by the way. Also, I don't think I need Paint 3D no more. But yeah. Yeah, that's the main thing. This was all made in Blender. All these images and the 1 second walking animation. And then I was like, you know, I need me. And what I was originally going to do was I was going to make a purple dinosaur. Until I replayed Revenge of the Sunfish and I was like, oh fuck, that game has a purple dinosaur in it. You know, I wanted this to be like Revenge of the Sunfish, but I didn't want it to be a fucking 1-to-1 copy, you know? I was like, well, fuck, I can't use a purple dinosaur. Why don't I just, you know, take inspiration from my corner image, you know? I have a fucking fursona. I never used it for anything, really. So I was like, why not just, like, make pixel art of him? So how I made the pixel art was, I started with a extremely tiny MS Paint canvas, drew it, and then I went to, I think, paint.net. Yeah, I went to paint.net just so I could blow it up to make it bigger. And of course, also make a mad sprite and the sitting sprite as well. And then, of course, one of the first things I did when I opened up Vegas Pro was make a walking animation, which is just him going up and down. And you're going to notice all these MP3 files. These are literally just sound clips of me. So, like I've collected these through the actual normal audio. So like the first one was To Who, which accidentally kind of became a vocal stem for me. I remember after I was done with the first episode, I just kept saying To Who because I thought it was so funny. I was like, To Who? I thought it was so funny. I couldn't stop myself from saying it. I accidentally made it something I'd said constantly. To Who? Yeah, and of course Did is also one of the first ones. Yeah, and that's how I got the name of it as well, because he said To Who a bunch of fucking times, and I thought me saying To Who was so funny, and I was like, why not just make it the name of the damn series? On the Delilahsm account, when the post was made that just said To Who, that was reference to that. That wasn't supposed to be the name of the show. But I was like, fuck it, let's just name it To Who. The original name was just Delilahsm. I was just gonna name it like Episode 1 TV or something, you know? And like, oh, the name of the channel is the name of the thing. But I was like, no, I want an actual name for it. I don't want it to be Delilahsm. And then I got To Who. Because I thought it was so funny. Yeah, and then we got the audio. Which, of course, this was the first one. This is the normal audio before it's edited. Yeah. And it's actually like a coherent story. Because you don't have the fucker talking. You don't have the robot talk, you know? It's actually like coherent. You can understand what's being said. I'll play, I think the most heavily edited part was at the store, where he's like, can we get a new TV? And he's like, To Who? Nerdgasm? You know, that part. I'll play that audio. Still can't believe you threw our goddamn TV outside. Hey, love, can we get a new TV?
We just sold our last one.
To who? Why did Nerdgasm get the last TV? The worm can't even look down.
I mean, you could talk to Mr. White.
His name is Mr. Noise.
Yeah, 'cause you're boring.
Fine, I'll go see him, see if I can get me a TV. That To Who and how did those, oh my god, it's the Matt Pat effect. They sound edited in because I've heard it so much that To Who and did, I've heard that so much that they sound edited in. But yeah, after I made the audio, after I did all that, I sent my cousin, what else did I send them? Because this is pretty much like most of the assets were done. Yeah, an unfinished preview. So this is the first minute, the unfinished version of it. And you'll already be able to see changes. And of course I was explaining it. Just remember, I'm legitimately trying to make it as incoherent as possible, but still ever so slightly understandable. The Pizza Hut ad part is my fucking favorite, by the way, which is not my favorite anymore. The slot machine joke is my favorite part of the episode. Yeah, I was legitimately dying because there's a jump scare in the middle of a Pizza Hut ad for no reason. It's like 2 frames, so if you blink you miss it. There's no reason for it to be there. Like, why is there a jump scare in the ad? And now it's a tradition to add a jump scare into every ad. I have a bunch of ads downloaded. I just have ads that I'm just adding into the middle of these episodes for no fucking reason. And the one that's the most consistent is the fucking Pizza Hut one. And that's how it started the entire Sierra Mist jump scare thing. Where every time Sierra Mist is on screen, the ad has to get super fucking loud. Like, unreasonably loud. Just because Sierra Mist is on screen. Oh yeah, there was another thing. I had a different idea for an episode. The original first episode, I should have talked about this. The original first episode was supposed to be Floyd's phone gets broken, and they have to get a new one. And what I was originally going to do was, like, this phone, like, I was going to make a 3D box model of this phone and drop it in a Blender simulation to make it really funny. So, like, not only was, like, the TV broken, but there was going to be another part where you had to get a new phone. I never went through with that one. But yeah. So yeah, this is... Oh yeah, I forgot about that character. I was just drawing random characters trying to get inspiration, and I drew this fucking thing. I called it Fucker. And you all know who Fucker is. That is the canonical name of that dog. Fucker. Because it was so... I hated it. I hated this thing. I don't like it. That's why it dies in every episode. That's why it's the Kenny of this fucking show. I hate this thing. And what I originally wanted to be like, every death of this dog was supposed to get crushed. Like, the first episode he gets crushed by a TV. Second episode he got crushed by a car. Third episode he got crushed by a TV because Nerdgasm came back. And he didn't want the TV. Fourth episode, he got crushed by the phone. But the fifth episode, when I came up with the idea of Nerdgasm fucking racing in, hitting the dog like a Smash Brothers fucking super hit straight into a fucking pot. I thought it was the funniest fucking shit in the world. I was dying laughing when I was coming up with it. And something very similar happened today, and that I'm going to work on episode 6 after I'm done making this little documentary thingy. Like, I came up with another idea, and it was the funniest fucking thing. Yeah, I hate this fucker. I hate him. And of course the jump scare is called Bitch. I didn't know any good names. And the other ones got normal names. Loinkus and Gorfed. Yeah. Anyway. Enough yapping. This is the unfinished version of episode 1. Yeah, give me a second. Goddamn. Anyway. Yeah, that was the unfinished version of episode 1. That was before I came up with the idea that FDA's talking should be sentence mixed to hell and back. Like, again, all these have normal, like, all these episodes have normal dialogue. I don't purposefully go in and be like, oh, I'm gonna do this and this and this. No, they all have completely normal dialogue. Here's episode 2. Listen, I'm only walking you because my beautiful baby is out of town, alright? Just make it quick. Like, it's completely normal dialogue. You can understand it. But, like, I can't help myself. And FDA's the only one with that quirk. He'll interrupt other people. So, like, all you'll pretty much hear is him, and occasionally it'll be really fucking loud, so you know it is him that's still fucking talking, yapping about random bullshit. It's fucking hilarious. Also, if you're curious about this stupid noise, this is where, like, the jump scare and other bodily sounds go. And then we have this video specific, which contains a video-specific image of Delilah, which was only for that episode, and will probably be used again. But yeah, and of course, I came up with the idea of like, fuck it, add Delilah, because I wanted like a normal-looking character. So I was like, Delilah, why not? I mean, FDA's already in it. Why not add the other corner image character? I also forgot to draw the hat. Completely forgot to draw the hat, and I was like, fuck it, no hat. So yeah, I did all that, and then the first episode was fully made. And a little quirk. Oh, by the way, this music's only the phone music. Again, the phone was again an idea that I had when the first episode was still about a phone breaking. So I made a shitty phone song, which is just like vibrating. So yeah, and that song did get used in episode 5 as the ringtone, because that's what it's supposed to be, was the ringtone. But yeah, and a little funny quirk about the episodes. They're in 480p. And all of them are usually under 2 minutes long. Now, something really cool about episode 4 is, you see it's 30 seconds. Because it's a reference of that, hey boy, I just got that new iPhone. It even come with an app to destroy all ops. This is the entire audio. 13 seconds. And I think character audio, I think it's also... Oh wait, it's episode 4, I'm stupid. 6 seconds. I can stretch audio for a while. Like... Because it's just random talking. This was pretty much most of it, because that was pretty much 6 seconds. But that 13 seconds, I think, was stretched to like 20 or something. Ridiculous. And episode 5, 1:20. I stretched it to 2, but the problem is the fucking Lay's ad that I had, I forgot that the Lay's Do Us a Flavor ad is actually like 1 minute long. Completely forgot about that. But yeah. So that's all of that. Now back to my cousin. He watched this preview. I don't think he's actually watched the episodes. I feel like I'd go into cardiac arrest if I watched this on shrooms. And I was like, hey, I finished it. It's done. Turn down your volume, because that was a big thing. It's extremely loud. And then he told me that. I don't know what any of that means. And then here's this. This was another thing. There are so many times where I accidentally made a mistake, and I was like, you know what? Keep it in. That's the point. Any mistake whatsoever, I just keep it in. It is nice to have something where I don't have to be like, oh, I have to re-record this. No, if I fuck up a line, just add a bunch of other lines jumbled in front of it. That has happened before, and it'll be funny to me. Like at the beginning, the TV wasn't supposed to explode twice, but I was like, you know what? Fuck it. He says that he'll just grab the TV from the outside that's already exploded, and then it explodes again. Yeah, it's fine. That has happened before with a line where I accidentally said the wrong thing. I think it was episode 3. I think it was episode 3 where I said, remember last time when the phone exploded? Did not mean to say phone. I think it's here. Remember last? Yeah, right there. said your phone still worked? No. It blew up in the yard. The TV. Yeah, I said TV after, so I still had the line TV. Because I didn't mean to say phone. I meant to say TV. But I was like, fuck it. And then you got the awesome, hilarious line that came out of it. T-Humph v. Een, or whatever. I don't remember. Because it's just jumbled words. It doesn't mean anything. But yeah, that's how those are made. And another thing that I did keep was the project files as well. I never showed the TV model, by the way. There's not really much in there. But yeah, I have all the project files in case I want to go back to them. And let's look at episode 1. Just so you get a general understanding. No, either episode 1 or episode 5. Fuck it, episode 1. This is going to take a lot out of my computer. But while that's loading, and hopefully my computer doesn't crash because Steam is also open, and I have all the... I can't close Steam. I forgot OBS is open in Steam. Fuck. Whatever. But yeah. Uh-oh. What is this? I don't remember this video. I have to show my favorite part because Oh, this is my legitimate favorite part of episode 1, the one that I was talking about, the slot machine joke. I have to show my favorite part because it fucking kills me every time I see it. It's such a stupid joke, but it's so funny. The fucking slot machine. The fucking slot machine. That's the joke that I like the most next to the fucking Pizza Hut jump scare. Yeah, that's true. That slot machine, it was so stupid, but I was like, that fucking works. Yeah, and then I made 2 more episodes. There's now 3 episodes. I'm pretty sure I have made the perfect series to give someone a headache instantly. Literally, I have made the equivalent to shit like Boku no Pico. It is perfect for reactions or to force someone else to watch it because it's so batshit insane. I think stuff like this is how people get put into a mental asylum. I even commented about it when I was uploading the videos to Instagram because I'm also putting them on Instagram. Because why not? I don't know what this audio is. I'm going to play it though. I keep fucking dying laughing because of the fucking TV animation. The shitty TV animation that actually took me like 2 minutes in Blender. Just going over the dog and fucking screams. I fucking can't. It's so funny to me. And the fucking third part is the fucking nerdgasm the little fucker throws. Oh my god. This shit is so funny to me. It's so funny. I fucking can't help myself. It's so fucking funny. Oh my god. Holy shit. No one else will find it funny. Everyone else get a fucking headache and be like, this is fucking stupid. There's me who's fucking dying laughing at this shit. Because it's so fucking stupid. Oh my god. Fucking TV animation, the dog. My favorite part is the dog dies in every episode. He's like fucking Kenny from South Park. He dies in every episode. Oh my god. I'm pretty sure I am like on some sort of fucking list to get me into a psychiatric ward to get my fucking mind checked or something because of these fucking videos. It genuinely is the funniest shit I've ever made to me. Everyone gangs to tell you one of these video autoplay while you're sleeping. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck this is. I don't want to guess. And then this was after I made episode 5. I'm not joking when I say this. Genuinely, I was fucking dying laughing when I was just coming up with the idea of this. Like, hard laughing, LOL Lamau type laughing. It was so fucking funny. The idea of the dog flying across the fucking restaurant into the pot and fucking screaming. Then when ordering a drink, he's just mumbling until a really loud Sierra Mist comes out. Yeah, this is easily one of my most favorite fucking clips from it. Easily. It's from episode 5.
What would you like to drink? Oh, Nerdgasm, I didn't know you worked here. I thought you only served the worms.
Sierra Mist.
And then underneath it is audio of me fucking laughing. Describing it to you through text, I'm fucking laughing because it's so funny to me. This is the fucking dog. This is stupid as shit, but it's so fucking funny. It's so fucking funny, man. This entire episode that I made was so fucking funny. But that part specifically that I sent you, the fucking dog, ding! Just Sierra Mist, iPhone, iPhone 2, Sierra Mist. It's just stupid as shit. We'll get to this in a second because this is important. God damn it, I just fucking remembered why it's so funny. Fucking 2 to 13 3-pointer. Fuck, man. I was trying to hold it in. 2 to 13 fucking 3-pointers. Oh my god. Oh my fucking god, dude. That fucking hit me like an anvil. I just remembered. The second I scrolled down, I saw the fucking 3 points. 2 to 13 3-pointers. I was talking about is the reason why I buy basketball games is because of that shit. Yeah, here we go. The reason why I buy basketball games is because even though I'll play it for like 10 minutes, it'll be the best 10 minutes of my life. I have the Super Nintendo basketball game. I refuse to give it to my cousin, even though I was like giving away a bunch of my games to him. I refuse to give that one away to him because the fucking game has a punch button in it. Like, why would I get rid of it? Oh yeah, I was gonna fix this. Hold on. This is the Pizza Hut ad. These are not updated to the new locations. This was when it was still in downloads. Hold on, I gotta go there real fast. 2 to 13. I was fucking dying when I saw that. All the others is like, oh, 1 to 1, 1 to 2, 0 to 1, and then there was me at fucking 2 to 13, dude. God damn. Oh, I should also mention something very important I should have mentioned. If you're curious about the music that plays in the background of some of these episodes, those are old as fuck songs that I made. If we go here, go to Bandcamp, I literally chose the instrumentals that I made, the bad ones. So, I think this first episode uses the original Going to Rabid Roberts, the video game. The ending song, the one that shows the credits, it's this. Boot Up Jingle, Wii U. This is the song that plays at the end of every episode. But for the first episode, I used Rabid Roberts. And I think I also used the Song of Your Dreams. That's why you hear a bruh sound effect in the background. The Song of Your Dreams is the first ever song I made, and you can actually listen to on the Not a Speedrunner Bandcamp. Yeah, it's this one. It is the most dog shit fucking song. It was made in 2019. It fucking sucks ass. And I made it. It was the first song. I was inspired by Corbin Burbank. I was like, oh, I could just upload music on this Bandcamp website? Okay. This was the first thing I made and put on there. It is fucking shit. But yeah, this is the first episode. And there's actually like 13 different layers of bullshit. Fuck, that was a random number I just pulled out of my ass. Damn, I was actually correct. This bottom one, like, this is only one fucking thing right here. Because above that's the blood. And only the blood. And then up here is where everything is. That's where the audio and pretty much every background is. Yeah. Yeah, the audio is down here. The background is here. The ads that play are here. Yeah, this is pretty much where everything is. Oh, the original credits. Because this was before they were, you know, just screenshotted and put at the end of every episode. And then up here is usually more audio, mainly just like... I don't even know what this sound is, and I'm scared to press on it. Oh, this is the Mario World key hole sound. Because I had a bunch of Mario World sound effects, and I was like, why don't I use that? I think that would be really funny. Yeah. Oh yeah, you can also see the massive amount of editing. Here, all this talking, that's like, you know, them just talking. Because, and then here is when he starts fucking talking, him.
Why did Nerdgasm get the last? Why me? The worm can't even look to who? Damn. I mean, you can talk.
Yeah. And then up here's like usually extra shit. Like, sometimes characters. Yeah, sometimes characters, maybe a little funny character. Who knows? Then there's usually another layer of sounds. I think this is FDA talking, maybe? I don't know. Yeah. Oh yeah, you're also going to notice that peaks a lot. And I found out that Vegas Pro will actually lower the volume if it's all the way up, and I found a workaround for that. So now I don't have to worry about if it sounds too loud. Because now I can just make it as loud as the fuck I want it, but it still goes to a certain level until it stops. Yeah, and then more, you know, usual just characters. This is how I do the flashing, by the way. I literally have to individually put them frame at a frame, and this is one frame. As you can tell by this little frame counter here, that is one frame. It fucking sucks. I hate it. Up here is, you know, usually more characters or effects. Whatever. You know, what the fuck's over here? Oh, the TV. Yeah, the most complicated shots in almost all of these is when the dog dies. I'm not joking. It's always the most complicated shot. Yeah, that's episode 1. Like, this was my first attempt at this. And, you know, that's fair. You know? That's fair. Let's go look at episode 5. Let's just take a little gander at episode 5. Because, I mean, it can't be too complicated. I mean, if that's all you're doing, you're just throwing random assets around, it can't be too difficult. I think I've clocked how long it took me to make episode 3 or 4. It took me 2 hours. 2 fucking hours. And it felt like 10 minutes because it was so fun. Yeah, editing fun. Fuck me. But because I'm not worrying about mistakes or anything, I can just do whatever the fuck I want. And actually, oh no, I don't know what that fucking file is. Oh shit, I don't know what that file is. That's the Smash Brothers hit. Okay, I remember what that is. That's the fucking Smash Brothers. Because that was just a thumbnail. I think I have that in pictures. FDS. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, that's the Smash Brothers, because it was just some random fucking thumbnail that I grabbed. Home Bat Run. I know where that is. That's in my music folder. Because I keep forgetting to put the shit in its own dedicated sound effects folder. Home Run Bat. Parappa the Rapper 2 gameplay. I didn't delete the Parappa the Rapper 2 gameplay because this is like the 5th fucking project that I needed that gameplay for. I, for some reason, kept needing to use the Parappa the Rapper 2 gameplay that I have. God damn, I have a lot of videos. Then I was like, fuck it, I'm keeping it. So I stopped downloading it. I don't know where it is. There it is. Noodles can't be beat. God damn, dude. It's all for like 2 fucking sections in the video. I gotta go to the fucking music. I gotta go to the stems. I gotta go to the instrumental. P. Oh, fuck. Okay. Alright. I think it's probably fully loaded. Y'all ready to see episode 5? Y'all ready to see how crazy fucking episode 5 is? If this thing would function properly and not... Yeah. Okay, it is not fully loaded. It is loading 26 assets, though. Okay. Y'all ready for episode 5? Oh, only 9 layers? That doesn't seem so bad. These are 2 layers of just audio. A third layer of just audio. There's the video. And more video. And more video. And more video. This is the ad part. This is the ad. Jesus Christ. Now, you see this. What the fuck could this be? That's dialogue.
Honestly, I think the show would be better and it didn't continue.
So how I make the scrambled talking is I'll cut up dialogue that was already used in the episode sometimes and just copy and paste random parts into wherever. So like here, it's just.
Do you think
like it's just bullshit. And then is this the yeah? This was complicated to make right here. There was actually 2 kind of difficult parts. This one was complicated because I needed to make a kitchen, but also it just took a while to make this part. That is the funniest shit to me. That's the funniest shit to me. That's my favorite scene in this entire fucking part. And like, there's small details like she actually gets like scared the second she sees the fucking dog get hit that you probably didn't notice because it's actually like 3 frames. Because you're too busy watching the dog fucking fly. And then there's the kitchen. I looked up kitchen, and I went to before 2010, and I found this image of 2 people fighting, and I thought it was really fucking funny. And I was like, yeah, they're fighting over a lobster. And I was like, you know what, I should use that fucking lobster flipper. The lobster flip-flop. So I got that. And of course the pot. McDonald's fries in the creaser. Yeah, it's just random bullshit. Yeah, that's Nerdgasm. The first talk. No, that's not his first line. His first line was "Piss Baby." In the ad break for episode 4, I think. No, episode 3. Episode 3, he says "Piss Baby." That's his first dialogue. This is his second dialogue where he actually talks. Yeah, it's just chaotic bullshit. Oh, this. This is the line "to who," but just split a whole bunch of times. Yeah. Why did I do that? Because I could. That's why I did it. Because I could. Who was going to stop me? But yeah. And then, of course, this... And then, this part right here, the jump scare, grass or turf. That part was the reason why I wanted to figure out how to fix the maximum volume. Because, cover your ears.
Grass!
13 decibels. Yeah. Really fucking loud. And I wanted to figure out how to make it actually work. Because it was the same volume as the or turf. And I wanted that really loud grass. Because I thought it would be so funny to get jump scared by fucking AVGN. Saying grass or turf. But yeah. That's one of my favorite AVGN lines as well, if you don't know. Grass or turf. But yeah, I wanted people to get jump scared by fucking AVGN, and I wanted that really loud grass. And that's how I was like, okay, I need to figure out how to fucking fix the rendering. And I did figure it out. I had to make 2 special settings in my renderer. In my rendering settings, I had to make 2 special settings. One of them outputs the video to AVI. But here's a problem with AVI. AVI does this really cool thing called being 2 gigabytes for 2 minutes. Yeah, really huge video files for 480p. Jesus Christ. It's in 480p, it's 2 minutes long, and yet it's 2 gigabytes. What the fuck? So then I have another setting where I have to re-import the video just so I can convert it to MP4. Because AVI doesn't do the weird quiet thing. So yeah, I have 2 rendering options. The really huge AVI, and then I go back through it for MP4. And here's a really weird thing about the AVI. It actually adds scan lines to the video, which YouTube does not show because of YouTube's compression. But if you watch the Twitter and the Instagram version of To Who, episode 5, you can actually see the interlacing, making this shit look like it was recorded off of a TV, and it's crazy, and I want to show that off, because it's 2 minutes. You can suffer through 2 minutes of this bullshit. I mean, you suffered through me yapping, barely knowing what the fuck I'm talking about. You can suffer 2 minutes of To Who. This one's special because the interlacing. Don't forget to turn down your volume. If I can fucking find it. There it is. Make sure you turn down your volume. I need to actually check this real fast. Check this real fast. Yeah, I was just making sure I didn't have any fucking nudity here, because My World Mega 2 has nudity in it. I just wanted to make 100 fucking % sure. Anyway, yeah, we're gonna watch. I'm gonna play, because it's actually, higher resolution, because this is just a direct recording of it. You're gonna be able to see the interlacing. Don't worry about the corner image; it's not gonna get in the fucking way. It might even add to it. I don't know. But yeah, this is what episode 5 is supposed to look like, but YouTube compression gets rid of fucking interlacing. And I don't want to render the videos as M720. I want these to be so fucking short that whenever you download them using a YouTube to MP4 website, it's going to automatically choose 360p because most of those websites don't do 480. And I want it so, like, you can literally post the entirety of these fucking things to, like, Twitter, to fucking Instagram if you want to. That was the main point. I wanted them to be short enough, and because it's in 480, it'll usually downscale it to 360, so the file size will even be smaller. So you can post them to other websites. I literally want this thing to be that thing that I want this shit to be the thing that you send to a friend as like a joke. It'd be like, watch this. And it's the most batshit insane thing they've ever seen. I'm going to close out of Vegas Pro before my computer fucking explodes. Because I do not need it open anymore. But yeah, alright. I'm going to show episode 5. I don't know if I should play the audio or not. It's 5 fucking minutes of audio, by the way. This is literally about to spoil something that's going to happen in episode 6. I won't show it. The entire thing with Tahoo. Here's something crazy. I had to stop myself from showing people what Tahoo was. The only sneak peek y'all got was the fucking TV background frame. I did not want people knowing what I was making, because I didn't want to give them any fucking hints whatsoever. And that TV frame was so little information that it was fucking perfect. So I was like, no, I don't want to show it off. I had to stop myself several different times. Like the short preview that I sent to my cousin, I wanted to show that on Instagram. But I was like, no, I shouldn't. I had to stop myself from talking about it on Call Me FDA. I had to stop myself everything. Because I don't want to reveal any fucking thing about it. Like, everything that you're getting here is the most you're probably gonna fucking see of the behind the scenes of this. And it does this continue, like, I mean, fucking Dasani drops. I'll figure out how to fucking use that eventually. Like, I don't think this has anything unused. Like, I think everything gets fucking used. I mean, some of the Foyd poses are unused because I haven't found a way to use them yet. Are some of the backgrounds unused? No, I think I actually used every background, including these. The motherfucker doesn't have any lines yet, but I still found a way to use them. None of this stuff is unused either. Nothing is unused. Everything will get used. But yeah. I'm delaying too much. But yeah. I'm not going to reveal this audio because it does spoil how the dog dies in episode 6. Because it was the funniest thing. I will give you cliff notes. I was in the kitchen. I was making noodles. Dad was sleeping. And I was doing my absolute fucking best not to laugh. Because I thought, like, how should the dog die? And it was the funniest fucking thing to me. Like, I was covering my mouth. Like, trying my absolute best not to laugh. Because it was so fucking funny. And I know when I animate it, when I'm going to put it in a fucking video, it's going to be funny. Because I was trying to make noodles. And I was covering my mouth. Because I was thinking how it's gonna go. And it's the funniest fucking shit. Oh my god. It was the funniest fucking shit, and it doesn't help that I'm already dying laughing every time I open the message and see fucking dude 13. Every time I see that, it's fucking killing me. I was thinking how the fucking dog died. It wasn't even supposed to be the dog either. It was like the original idea. What I told my cousin, the original idea was someone was going to get hit in the face. Okay? Someone was going to get hit in the face. And while I was telling it to my cousin, I was like, the dog. Which would have been funnier. Because I hadn't come up with an idea how the dog was going to die in the episode yet. It's like, the episode isn't even getting fucking made yet, and yet I'm already thinking about how the entire thing's about to go. How the fucking dog was going to die. Like, when I made the date, I already knew how the dog was going to die. When I made the date, episode 5, the date, I already knew how the dog was going to die. My original idea was someone comes rushing to take Delilah and FDA's order. They hit the fucking dog, and the dog flies into the kitchen straight into the fucking pot. I was originally wanting it to be like one of those carts. The one that hold like a cake. But I was like, fuck it, nerdgasm. And I was even thinking about like, oh, if I don't want to draw the cart, maybe I'll just do the fucking car again. The car drives through the fucking restaurant. It's the dog straight into the fucking pot. I was like, no, it should be fucking nerdgasm. And that's the exact same thing that happened with episode 6. But the problem is I started laughing in the kitchen. I had to run upstairs and tell my cousin why the fuck I'm laughing so fucking hard. Because it's so funny to me. It's like so fucking hilarious. I had to run upstairs just so I could take a laugh break. I'm still fucking hungry. I still want to eat. And then I ran back downstairs so I could finish making my fucking food. Because it was so fucking funny to me. It's gonna be fucking hilarious, dude. It's gonna be fucking hilarious. You just gotta wait till the episode comes out so you know why the fuck I'm laughing so damn hard. Okay, let's play the version of episode 5 that YouTube doesn't want you to see. Because interlacing. But yeah. Oh yeah, I was also thinking about releasing the normal audio and putting it over the video. But I was like, fuck it, I'm not doing that. Because I want it to be separated into Delilah's. Honestly, I think the show would... Yeah, I wanted to separate it and keep all that shit in Delilah's. So, someday the original audio will get released. Someday all these fucking assets will get released. Because that's something I do sometimes. I do release the original assets to my videos. Especially the more bigger ones. Like, just recently, I think while I was working on Tahoo, I released the unofficial Kanito Pet video, which contained 2 full fucking games in it, too. Full. They're more like edited versions where the main character gets in the fucking way. Or the Kanito gets in the fucking way. And my playable dream... I lost the original project file of that because I never saved it. So it's just like a map recreation, pretty much. It's not actually functional. But yeah. Anyway. Episode 5. Turn down your volume. Don't forget to do that, because this one's fucking loud. Honestly, I think the show would be better and it didn't continue
go to college?
To who season and had who show getting a phone call from Delilah. Yellow.
College.
I was thinking it was a long time since I was so how about like a Chinese Chinese restaurant or like
Chinese, a Chinese or Golden Corral. How about like Italian,
Oh yeah,
Mexican,
I haven't been to
Chinese,
Fazoli's in a long time. By the way, can you
Mexican.
stop interrupting me? Like, I'm fine with it in person, but not on the phone because there's a lot of feedback and it's really annoying.
Grass or turn? It's no surprise. Scones are yummy as can be. One will disagree, but if you take a tasty treat, only from Pizza Hut. Wouldn't it be yummy? Wouldn't it be yummy? Wouldn't it be yummy as a chip?
To who?
Classic Lay's and barbecue are not going away, but why stop there when there can be? If you're inspired, here's the deal. The folks at Vitamin Water, Chick Dream Drill. If your flavor beats the others, you could win $1. Wouldn't it be?
Do you think maybe you even have the power to be here?
I'm sure it's fine.
What would you like to drink?
Oh, Nerdgasm, I didn't know you worked here. I thought you only served the worms.
Sierra Mist. Yeah, what out with the Sierra?
By the way, I have
Grass
something
or
really
turf?
important to tell you.
To who?
To you, silly. No matter how many times my
Destroy
dog
all
fucker
owls.
gets
To
killed,
who?
I will always love you.
Wait, me? Yeah, yeah, as you noticed, there was like lines and stuff that's interlacing. There's like lines and stuff. Actually looks like a recorded TV recording. I don't know why exporting through AVI does that. It just does. And that's why the Twitter and Instagram version looks different from the YouTube version. And I could make the YouTube version have the lines if I don't put the video at 480. But again, I want to keep these like as small as possible. So you could easily send them through like fucking messages and stuff. If you try hard enough. Because they are small enough to be able to do that with certain platforms, not Discord though. Discord, you're gonna have to just put the fucking YouTube link or Twitter link. But yeah. That's pretty much all I want to show. This is the only To Who thing you're probably ever going to see on Silas Archives. And call me FDA. I was thinking about live streaming me making the 6th episode, but I was like, nah, I don't want to do that. Again, I don't want to reveal anything about what the next episodes have. I want it to be kind of a surprise. Just like the entire episode. I want everything to be the exact fucking reaction. Like, what the fuck could the next episode be? What could it be about? What will happen in it? What is the ad that's gonna play be? God, I ran out of fucking ads. Okay, the reason why I chose the Pizza Hut ad. Okay, these are the reasons why I chose the ads. The Pizza Hut ad was because of because that Sierra Mist in the background. Yeah, I thought it'd be really funny to zoom into the Sierra Mist. And I don't exactly know why I chose the Pizza Hut ad. It was just kind of funny. It was like the first thing that I saw. I was like, what if there was like I had the idea. I was like, what if there was like an ad that interrupted like halfway through? And then I was like, I'm gonna put a jump scare in the ad. Like, what if there was an ad that interrupted halfway through? And then that's with the Pizza Hut ad. And then I was like, I need another ad. Episode 2 was supposed to have an ad. I didn't add it. So the 3rd episode had it. And that was the fucking, the water cooler vitamin water ad. And I was like, fuck, I ran out of ads. I might use the Walmart Instagram ad. Hey, y'all. I might use that, but I don't know. My scissors are magnetic. What the fuck? Anyway. Yeah, I might use the Walmart Instagram ad. I don't know. Probably not. But you never know. I might use it on episode like 37 or something. Because the reason why I started making To Who was because I was super fucking bored and I didn't want to make Late Night with Silas. That's why. Oh yeah, I didn't explain why I chose the other ads. I chose the other ads because I could just easily download them, and I already knew what they were. Like the Lay's Do Us a Flavor ad. I really liked that ad. So like, fuck it, I'll download that one. Because that Lay's Do Us a Flavor ad has so much to work with. It really does. Because there's shit happening. It's like, oh, every time a food is mentioned, jump scare. Oh, what if the chip was fucking Sierra Mist and was like animated fairly decently? And then it just starts spinning for no reason while the song gets really fucking loud. And if your flavor beats the others, you could win $1. I was like, I think how I came up with that one was like, win $1 million. I was like, it's like win $1. And I thought about that Vinesauce Joe clip, $1. And I was like, yeah, I gotta do $1. And then, wouldn't it be gay? From the fucking water cooler saying gay. You could win $1, wouldn't that be gay? Yeah, there was so much to work with the Lay's ad. And the Dasani drops, I could figure out how to work with that one. I could figure it out. Make it fucking green. Just make it really loud, that's all I have to do. I don't know. I'll figure it out when I get to that one. But yeah, episode 6, I already know it has a really fucking funny ass scene relating to the dog. Because every time the dog's on screen, it's funny as fuck. Episode 4, the new iPhone, which I only made just to post on Twitter because hey boy, I just got that new iPhone. Pretty much that one was like, episode 4 is a good introduction to what you're getting into. It has the jump scare, it has the random fucking ad that's there for like 2 seconds. It has like 3 of the main characters, the dog, Foyd, and FDA. Like, it's a good introduction. Episode 1's a really good introduction too. Episode 1 and 4 are the best introductions. And the others are the others. But yeah, I only made 4 because I was like, fuck it. Fuck it, I wanna make hey boy, I just got a new iPhone. What's even more funny is that it is a different iPhone image, as you could tell from the files. It's a fucking iPhone 5 and not an iPhone 4. But yeah, episode 5 is gonna be funny as fuck. Oh yeah, another part of the iPhone, the original plot of episode 1 with the phone. What it was originally going to be was like the phone would have a Carter PC's video on it, and it'd be how apparently the iPhone 4's antenna was like right where your hand rested, so like calls would drop out, and Foyd was going to be like, is that why all my calls keep dropping? And he drops the phone or something. I don't know. I couldn't think of anything. I really wanted to work with the phone plot, that's why I grabbed the fucking iPhone 4, and I never ended up using it. But yeah, there's so much I want to do with Tahoo. Like, a ridiculous amount of stuff I want to do with it. I might revisit the phone plot, but I also might not, because, you know, the phone, like, the fucking phone shit's already been referenced pretty much twice, so. It was referenced in episode 3 where Foyd's phone broke, and episode 4 where FDA gets a brand new phone. So, a brand new iPhone, even got an app to destroy all ops. Or destroy all fuckers. Yeah, that's right. It's not destroy all ops, it's destroy all fuckers. Pretty much, what's crazy is that, like, every time, like, I found a way to censor the name fucker. Pretty much, because like the dog's name is Fucker, and I don't want it to be constantly said. I found a way to censor it, and it's by putting Destroy All Ops right in front of it, right? Like Destroy All Ops playing at the same time, and the second he says Ops, that's when Fucker is said. So like you can hear the name Fucker, but the YouTube auto captions can't. Yeah, if you watch the episodes on YouTube and see the captions for episode 5 and 4. You can see that Fucker doesn't show up there, or at least the space where fucker should be. Unlike episode 3, where it is said. It like episode 3, it is said, and it's not censored in any way. It's just straight up said. While 4 and 5, like, and in the captions of episode 3, you can see that it's a little space because YouTube doesn't auto-generate cuss words. But episode 4 and 5, since Destroy All Ops was was playing at the same time, it actually kind of censors the name. It's insane. I don't know how I did it. I don't know. I was like watching with this captions like, huh, that works. I just need to play Destroy All Ops at the exact same time as the name fucker is said. This video is gonna get age restricted. But yeah, it was really funny. It was really funny. And literally, I only make these episodes because I'm bored. That's the only reason I make them, because I'm bored. And I think it's really funny to make them. Anyway, I'm probably gonna make episode 6 after I post this.